out from password.
I mean, thank you for playing. We were good.
That
Come
was
on.
fantastic. No, I was terrible.
No, that's what makes
but
it
we
fun.
figured it out.
Come on. You look great, but thanks for being on the show.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
Well, Jimmy Falone, I am not pregnant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, so I don't have social media on my phone right now.
Yeah.
And I kept getting texts and people were like, congratulations. I'm like, on the play? Thank you. Well, apparently it's swirling around and it seems that people think I'm pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Which is hilarious.
No.
I am not pregnant.
Not pregnant.
No, and I don't know how you get the preggers. Now, the pregnant,
Yes.
I think is different from just pregnant. I know how you get pregnant.
Yes.
But the pregnant is a thing they make up online
Yeah.
when it's obviously a slow news day.
Yes, I see.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
Can you imagine finding out that you, like, really, I would put a little, what do they call those sticks that say not pregnant, pregnant?
Yes.
A pregnancy
test.
test. Yeah, that I would put...
It's like we're playing password again. Jalapeno. Jalapeno.
Sorry.
No, you would never do
no,
it. No.
I'm not pregnant,
No.
and I
Good.
am...
Thank you for clearing that up.
I'm glad that we have cleared it up.
Yes.
Jimmy.
We have
cleared the air.
We have things to discuss.
But I have been saying that rehearsing for this play is like swallowing a whale. And so maybe that was the confusion. No?
Yes, maybe,
Yes,
yes.
no,
But we're
yes.
clearing it up.
We're clear. It's over.
It's
done.
over,
It's
it's
over.
done.
Let's talk about this.
This is massive.
It's very exciting.
Your Broadway debut.
I know, and I decide.
Look at Playbill.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
In pure Tracy fashion, I have decided to do a Tony-nominated solo play.
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Why not?
Why not just bite off all that you can chew,
Yes,
Tracy?
but you always show up.
Yeah,
and you-
just-
By the way, I quickly wanted to mention your travel show, which I love.
Yes, please.
It's doing season 2.
Season 2.
It is your solo travel.
Yes, it's just a game of solo travel this summer.
Yes.
So Solo Traveling Season 2, Solo Traveling with Tracee Ellis Ross, that's me, on the Roku channel.
Yes.
Comes back on July 20th.
I loved it.
And
Where do you go this time?
I go to Australia,
Okay.
Thailand,
Yes.
and Switzerland. In Australia, I surf. In Thailand, I visit the elephants, and it was extraordinary.
Talk to me about this.
Jatong and Kamoon,
No.
two best friends, and I went into
Tracy,
their
this
world, and they showed me around. Well, I don't know if they were showing me around, but I followed them around their habitat, and it was really one of the most beautiful experiences of my life.
Is it scary at all?
No, it wasn't.
Really?
You know, I think the thing that I learned from the elephants that was so amazing is they're powerful and humble. And it's something that we don't see enough of. And so to experience the hugeness of them, and they just are so gentle with how they move around you. Yeah. That was really incredible. The surfing, I can't say I learned the same kinds of lessons.
But it's a good reason to tune in.
Yes, exactly. And then I went to Switzerland, where I went to boarding school as a kid, and I hadn't been back for 40 years. Wow. And I know it's hard because I'm 20.
20.
I'm 20 years old. 20, yes. But anyway, I went back and I visited my boarding school that I hadn't been at in 40 years. It was like walking in a time machine.
It's still there.
It was crazy and wonderful.
Wow.
Yes. So that's Solo Traveling Season 2 on the Roku channel that I'm very
Congratulations on
proud
that.
of.
Come on, that's great. And then the big Broadway debut is coming up. How did the role come about?
I was called actually about it, and I read it, and it was actually a really fun, cute story of, I read the script, the play, and on a Thursday, and then on Sunday, The Daily, the podcast from the New York Times.
Oh, I know, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, they did an episode on the show. And I was like in my car, like, this is it, I'm going to Broadway.
You're like, this is a sign.
This is a sign.
Wow.
It's calling me.
Wow.
I'm being called home to Broadway.
Yes!
I I mean,
Are you so excited?
I'm so excited. It's so full circle. I think one of the first Broadway shows I saw was Whoopi Goldberg in the
saw
80s.
Whoopi?
I saw the one-woman show in the theater.
Oh, I
Whoopi
wish-
Goldberg is, top, just it.
I love
and
her.
One-person show, and so here I am doing
I remember
a solo show.
seeing the ads for the commercials for her, and then seeing eventually the play, but I didn't see it in person. I saw
Well, it was one of the first moments that I saw a person on a stage do something that I did in my own bedroom, but it was an extraordinary moment where you realize that you can turn a life and creativity into out of who you are.
You did shows in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Of course,
You
yeah.
know, and practiced crying all the time. I would like to
I didn't
see-
practice, but I cried a lot. I just sad.
You really just
That
sad?
just made me a
No,
comedian.
I was
Yeah,
just
it made me
very,
who I was.
very dramatic
Oh,
from
really?
a young age. Yeah.
That's so fun, and now you get to play on stage. And
Yeah.
and explain what this play is about and how it works, because it's
Okay,
really cool.
It's really an interesting piece of material. So it is a solo play, but not done on your own because there's audience participation. So it is a piece about mental health, but it's told through a list of every brilliant thing worth living for. So it's a really beautiful, uplifting, life-affirming piece, and it's done in concert with, well, concert's not the right word, but in connection with the audience. So you leave, the intention is that you leave realizing that none of us do this alone.
We're all in this together.
And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Buy your tickets!
Hal, I'm so happy for you. Break a leg. Tracy
amazing.
Ellis Ross! Go see her in Every Brilliant Thing beginning July 7th at the Hudson Theater. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around, everybody.